What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with your reigning Miss Olympia, Samson, who is back into his groove in the gym, doing all the hard stuff. And that too already, only 5 weeks after the Olympia this year. The stuff that made him the best bodybuilder on earth this time. Now we can all agree that Samson is a genetic phenomenon. There is nobody that I can think of in the recent past who was able to grow as fast as Samson did. And the most astonishing thing is that ever since winning his first pro show at the end of 2021, he hasn't even taken one break from competing. Not even a single proper off season. I mean, he has done all of the Arnolds, all of the Olympias, and a number of other shows that he did in the post-Olympia tour last year, and also a show that he did before the Olympia this year. So there are multiple people in the men's open class, like for instance Regan Grimes and Bundel, who have taken a full year off. And these guys still aren't even close to the level of Samson. Now Samson not only won the Olympia this year, because he brought his best conditioning ever. That was obviously the biggest factor. But he also improved his back shots as well, which was the biggest criticism for Samson for all of these years. This is still the main area of focus for Samson moving forward. He was pretty damn good in all of the other shots. His arms appeared bigger, waist looked tighter, chest has always been insane. So if Samson continues to improve on this pace, it is gonna be pretty damn hard for anyone to dethrone him. Next up we have a 5 weeks post-Olympia physique update of Jett. I have to say, how does John stay so freaking shredded even weeks after post-show? That just blows away your mind. It is kinda funny that if John only dropped the water before this year's pro show, he could have done this show as well. And I have to say, he would have done extremely well. So John also revealed his competition plans for next year, and it seems like he wants to compete during the later part of the year. And that, I have to say, is gonna be a great strategy for Jett. He has already proved to the bodybuilding world that he belongs to the men's open bodybuilding division. His transition from the 212 into the men's open in just 1 year, that was one of the most impressive things that we saw happen in 2024. And if only John was able to hold on to his look from the prejudging till the finals, he was well on his way to crack top 10 at his first ever men's open Olympia, possibly as high as top 9. So John was able to pack on 10 pounds of solid muscle from Legion Sports last year to the Olympia this year. And we have to keep in mind, he did 2 shows in the middle of this year as well. So that is almost an impossible amount of muscle to put on, especially at that level. So looking forward to this off-season from John, and how well he continues to transform his physique for next year. Quentin Basewood has the best take on cbum versus Martin and their battle at this year's Prague. Martin 100% deserved to win that show, especially the way he came back for the finals. And there would have been a lot of talk in the media if cbum would have won. And there is almost a guarantee that we will never see cbum back on the stage, because he is a family man. He wants to spend more time with his family, and he wants to have more children. Now another question in regards to Prague Pro is that, could they have considered cbum for the win there if he did not already announce that he is done after this one? Maybe they could have, because that could have been so great for business. But the IFBB really had nothing to achieve by giving the Olympia qualification to a guy who already expressed his desires of not doing the Olympia next year. Now another thing is that, had cbum won this show, the criteria for the men's open bodybuilding judging, that would have changed forever. Now Martin Fitzwater 100% deserved that 30k in the prize money, and he also 100% deserved that victory breakfast afterwards. So Martin did a total of 4 shows this year, and the man absolutely smashed every single one of those. The Olympia was definitely his best look in my opinion, and he has set himself as a legitimate Olympia title contender in the future, possibly as early as next year. But do let me know what you guys think. So it has only been 12 weeks since Stephan announced that he's no longer going to be chasing classic physique category, and in those 12 weeks, he has absolutely exploded with growth. And I have got to say, there is just so much potential in that physique. That is just insane. He won his first ever classic physique show last year, and he did not compete at the Olympia, and he did the same this year as well. Can you just imagine where his physique would have been if he went for men's open bodybuilding instead of classic physique right from the get-go, right from the beginning? Judging from the pace at which he has been making progress, at which he is growing with Patrick Tour, he could have been on a men's open pro stage already, maybe on the Olympia stage as well. Just like Regan Grimes wasted that 1 year, and he did not accomplish anything by doing the classic physique. I mean, he's still skipping the seasons because he needs more size. The same can be said about Stephan as well, that he chose the wrong division to begin with. And with the kind of mindset that he has, he could have been one of the best men's open bodybuilder right now. Now the good thing is that Stephan has a lot of time to thrive as a bodybuilder as he is still very young, and we are probably gonna see the best of him sometime next year. The year 2025, that will mark another end of a great career. The one and only 4 times men's physique champion, Bundel, who is gonna be competing at this upcoming Arnold next year. And this is gonna be his last show of his bodybuilding career. So Jeremy doesn't get enough credit on his accomplishments because he was sort of a villain character during his reign, but you just cannot deny. He was a very dominant champion during his time, winning 4 Olympias in a row, because that is something that seems almost impossible in this era, in this day and age. As the current men's physique champion, Ryan Terry looked kinda vulnerable this year. Now coming back to Jeremy Bundel, he has to be very realistic about where he is gonna place at this upcoming Arnold next year. Because based on his last look at the Olympia last year and the placing that he got, the division has definitely moved on. And I personally think he took too much time off. And if the comeback was imminent, if it was bound to happen, it should have happened earlier than 2023. So Hein Rimbaud also mentioned Jeremy Bundel in his retirement announcement that Jeremy was also one of those guys whom he liked working with a lot. And together, they were some of the biggest names in the industry back in the day. So Jeremy has been moving some good weights in the gym. He's getting heavier as well as stronger. And he is gonna continue this regime for at least next 5 weeks before he starts his one last prep for this upcoming Arnold. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.